Hello and welcome to the PV Tech Newscast. The biggest stories this week: Trina Solar takes a hit on its first quarter shipments to Europe, Japan delays an upgrade to its renewable energy targets, and John Kerry is championing existing clean energy tech to combat climate change. Major Tier 1 PV manufacturer Trina Solar has significantly reduced module shipment guidance for the first quarter of 2014 due to weakness in orders from the EU. It's thought this weakness is due to a pending price adjustment being ratified by the EU and Chinese authorities as part of their anti-dumping agreement. Last week, Yingli Green also revised down shipment guidance attributed to seasonality as well as delays to projects in Algeria. However, Trina Solar, Yingli Green and Renewable Solar have the highest shipment exposure of China-based PV manufacturers to Europe and are the leading suppliers to the booming UK market. According to Roth Capital financial analyst Philip Shen, Trina Solar's shipments are expected to be down 17% this quarter compared to the previous quarter, while Yingli Green shipments are expected to decline by 10%. This delay might be due to the recent floor price drop from 56 to 53 euro cents per watt. However, thanks to improved module ASPs and the sale of its downstream Wuwei China project, Trina Solar also revised expected margin guidance for the first quarter upwards, noting that the overall gross margin would be between 18 to 20% compared to previous guidance in the mid-teens. The first update to Japan's energy policy since the tsunami and resultant Fukushima nuclear disaster in 2011 will not include a definite renewable energy target, according to a leaked draft. The document will instead open the door to an unspecified future upward revision in the country's renewable goals. The country has a renewable energy target of 30% by 2030. The latest draft amendment to the policy states that a new round of objectives will be developed to further build on existing legislation. Junior coalition partner New Komeito had been pushing for the amendment, which could be published as soon as this week to include the new goals. The report also stated the important role nuclear energy plays in providing the country with base load power generation, despite popular public opposition to the technology. Japan has become the second largest source of demand for solar power in the world, installing 6.9 gigawatts in 2013. In response to the latest installment from the fifth report of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, US Secretary of State John Kerry has said current low-carbon energy technology must be used to prevent catastrophic climate change. Kerry states the report makes very clear we face an issue of global willpower, not capacity, and said the IPCC report shines a light on energy technologies available right now to fight climate change. The increasing efficiency and dropping costs of solar PV with advances in energy storage technologies and other renewable energies have made the low-carbon energy transition feasible and affordable. In many markets, PV is competing head-on with fossil fuels, requiring no subsidies. The global energy market represents a $6 trillion opportunity, with investment estimated to reach $17 trillion by 2035, Kerry said. Despite this economic opportunity, carbon emissions are still growing, even with current policy changes and levels of deployment for renewable energy, the report, named Climate Change 2014 Mitigation of Climate Change, states. The report used 31 modelling teams analysing 1,200 scenarios from a wealth of scientific literature. The climate science is unambiguous, said Kerry. The final synthesis report by the IPCC is due in October 2014. And that's all for this edition of the Newscast. Be sure to join us again next week, and in the meantime you can keep up to date with all the very latest news via our website and our Twitter feed. Thanks for watching.